Hi everyone. I hope you saw last night's episode of Project Runway. It was episode 3, and if you didn't watch it, you may not want to watch this, but that's your decision to make. I have to tell you, I loved last night's show. I was really quite... Oh, there's my phone. 1 second. Let's turn that off.
You want to start over?
No, let's keep it.
Okay.
So, I loved last night's show. Sorry, phone. Now I'm going to get a message, I know. But it's the real world, and it's real. I will tell you, I looked like hell, and if you didn't look at my last vlog, then you won't know this. I was carted off to the hospital during the judge's Q&A. It was right before they were grilling Nicholas, and it was revealed that they hated his look, and I thought, everyone knows what I think about the judges this season. So I really did look like I'd been beaten up, and believe it or not, I was wearing concealer. I never wear makeup on the show. Whoops, stop. God only knows who's calling. It's the... Never mind. So I looked bad, I have to say, but I have to tell you something else. And sorry, producers, but I always bring transparency to things. I thought the producers were trying to get rid of me, and I'll tell you why. Because it was agreed that I would meet everyone at 6:30 in the morning. We'd all go out to Party Glitters together. It was out in Brooklyn. And I arrive at Parsons at 6:15, and everyone's gone. So I'm wandering around Parsons. There are lots of people there, but no one knows where the crew is gone, the producers and the crew. So, you know, I'm very resourceful, and by golly, I was getting out to Brooklyn no matter what. So I found them. They looked a little surprised, to be perfectly honest. And I have to tell you something else. We had a woman, that's actually a shop owner at the corner of the street, at the intersection, who was shrieking and screaming at the top of her lungs about how we had to get out of town and how we were ruining her business and how we were ruining the neighborhood by being there. And I thought, what is she talking about? In fact, her screaming and yelling went, that's why I look like I'm shouting during my presentation to the designers, is because I had to shout over all of her shrieking. And I thought, what is she talking about? We're certainly promoting the area and certainly promoting Party Glitters, and we're buying dozens of bottles of water, and our crew vans are buying gas across the street. So, you know, we're helping the economy of the neighborhood. But it was quite funny to find out that the owner of Party Glitters is in fact the president of the Business Improvement District there. So I thought, we're free and clear. We don't have to worry about this cuckoo woman, or just person. Her gender doesn't matter. So that store was fabulous. I wanted to shop. It was really incredible. The designers had just a cornucopia of incredible things available to them. And of course, who was disabled by the entire thing? Casanova. And I wish I spoke Spanish. I only know subway Spanish. No se apoyo contra la puerta. Don't lean against the door. I could have told him that. So, he just was completely disabled by having three-dimensional things. And when it comes to fashion, he is comfortable with two-dimensional things. Well, I guess even a textile is three-dimensional. What am I saying? But we had a blast. We really had fun. And if anything, the big challenge for the designers was keeping within budget, because there was just so much that they wanted. And we got back to the workroom, and I just want to underscore that, yes, they could use muslin. It could not show. That was a no-no. But they could use muslin as an infrastructure. And I really felt they were doing well. I mean, to be blunt, I was annoyed with Casanova about the fact that he was so intractable about having anything other than tablecloths, or those ridiculous plush puppies. I mean, I felt like calling PETA. I know they're not real, but still, the way in which he was treating those poor little stuffed animals was horrendous. And the designers in the room, of course, agreed with me. I shouldn't say of course. I was happy that they agreed with me. I'm really babbling. I guess it's because I'm resurrecting the entire experience. And I have to say, too, I want to talk about Sarah. I love the fact that she had that expandable, collapsible palm tree. I mean, when it's fully expanded, it was easily 8, 9 feet high. What I regretted, to be honest, was that she painted those pieces at all. The fact that they were printed with palm leaves and palm trunk, and the color variations I found to be very appealing. When she spray painted them, of course, they went extremely flat. And I had no idea she was going to do something that was quasi-monochromatic, the all teal, but we know who gave her that thought. It was Gretchen, making her rounds. Which, I'll be blunt, annoys me, and it may be my ego. Actually, I always say I don't have an ego, I'm vain. I guess I have more of an ego than I think, but she's welcome to give the designers advice, and the designers are welcome to listen to her. I mean, any of the designers can offer any of the designers advice. So, but there's something about the way in which she does it that I find rather patronizing, and I hope that the designers call her on this eventually. So I was more annoyed by that. But I really also will say, and it will happen again this season, I felt as though Sarah, metaphorically speaking, threw herself under the bus. I felt that she just wasn't engaged with this challenge, wasn't fully connecting with it, and was lost. And I was trying to get her to plug in. I felt as though she had an electric cord that was sort of dangling from her. Plug that in. And we know it didn't happen. And I have the greatest respect for her and her design work, and I'm extremely fond of her personally, even though she wasn't there very long. But I can tell she's a really good, wonderful person with a lot of depth. And I felt terrible for AJ. I had no idea that the skirt of that outfit was going to be so short. The camera angles were kind to AJ and the model. In fact, there was a lot that was revealed that you wouldn't want to see. And I didn't understand his attitude about basically saying, stop saying this is my challenge. And my point was, when I saw you at the auditions, it's as though your entire portfolio consisted of designs that came using materials from a party store, the whole thing. And he said, and rightfully so, yes, but I use them literally, and here they're supposed to be transformed. And my response was, you're an excellent designer. You should be able to do this. And I did not think it was as bad as the judges seemed to think. And they did. And Casanova, I mean, I don't even need to talk about it. I mean, it was really awful. I mean, it was like a drag Lily Munster. I mean, it was just atrocious. And he's still with us, everyone. And then on top, I loved Valerie's look yet again. 2 challenges in a row. Bravo, Valerie. I liked Gretchen's. I mean, it was the most ready-to-wear look, with the exception of the skirt. But the way in which she really fooled us. I mean, it was a leather trompe-l'oeil leather jacket, and tastefully done. And that's Gretchen. But I will say, I am thrilled for Andy. I was so woeful about whether he would finish, thrilled about how ambitious he was, but woeful about would he finish. Well, he did, but we also know he had some sous chefs. And there's nothing wrong with that. I'm fully expecting there to be an outcry about cheating and j'accuse. No. The designers want to help each other. It's perfectly fine. I don't think Gretchen feels that that's true, but that's a whole other matter. And I want to say this about Gretchen specifically, though I want to say it about all the designers. I believe that the silver lining to our 90-minute format, and I say that because I wasn't a fan of the 90-minute idea, but the silver lining is that we really can build some depth with the individual designers. You get to know who they are. What I want everyone to know is they're not one-dimensional people. I mean, who is? But usually on any show like this, you get character types and they become caricatures in a manner of speaking. Not in the season of Runway. You're going to see multiple dimensions of everyone and who they are, and it's a really good and wonderful thing. So yes, you're seeing a certain Gretchen right now. Just wait. Bye, everyone. Oh, I have something important to say. I'm going on hiatus. I'm going to be away for 2 weeks. I conclude my being away with the Emmys. Let's please, everyone, cross your fingers and toes for us this time. This is our 7th season of being nominated. We've been nominated for every season. Please win, and let's cross our fingers that Heidi wins for host. Adorable Heidi. So I will catch up with you when I return. So just expect a little silence from me for a while. Okay? All right. Thanks, everyone. I love you. Bye.